Lions head coach, from Rooyen, and Ms. Lions vice captain Kriel. Jan, you want to kick us off?
Absolutely, thank you, man. Jaco, I know it's got so let's start with the defense. I mean, you lost 2 guys in the second half. Any idea how serious that is and what the situation is?
Hi there, Jan. Unfortunately, we're still waiting to get clarity. One looks like concussion and the other one looks a little bit more serious, but unfortunately I can't tell you any specific or detail currently, but hopefully it's not too serious.
If we look at the game itself, the one thing that's been good this whole season was defensive. It's one of the most improved aspects, and today it was, at times it looked like it was non-existent. I mean, you are barely at 3% success rate. Maybe you can also tell us if there's something on the field that you can see.
Hi there, Jan. Yes, defense is something we addressed this week, especially after the Sharks game. We felt that this transition from attack to defense wasn't good enough. And today as well, I believe we just had a lack of intent. We must be grateful to be here, and it just seemed like the guys took it for granted. Every single one of us is going to have a hard look at ourselves, and we must realize that it's a huge privilege to be here.
Jaco, if I may ask you, I mean, you as a veteran, a guy who's been there when the Lions were at the top of their game, that was the one thing. The guys actually gave it all. They put their bodies on the line. They were literally died for the team. And that, like you just said, it looks like there's a lack of intent. And that must pain you to see guys play like that.
Yes, definitely. It's not ideal to feel like that on the field, but a positive, it's fixable. If everybody decides, I told the guys beforehand, play for each other's respect, and if you get that respect within the team, so the guys play for each other. I'm not saying they're not, but to have that never say die attitude, never give up, no matter how tired you are. And I mean, defense structures will only take you that far. It comes down to attitude.
Sorry, Jan, I'm just going to stop you there. I broke protocol a bit, so I'm going to come back to the guys who are actually here. I just broke the protocol, so I'm going to open up to the floor here with the guys that are here, and then we'll come back to virtual.
Good afternoon. Ivan, how disappointing was it to have all that scrum competence and not being able to convert it to something more substantial?
It was one of the many frustrating things today. Just so to get that dominance and not convert it, obviously, it's frustrating. I think we also got a fair bit of dominance in the ball eventually. Just felt we didn't get the reward or the outcome points from that. So there's some of the aspects are positive, but just to add on to what Jaco said, I think that intent and our reaction and our body height, that first 40 minutes was horrible.
That disallowed try. The obstruction was the source of debate on social media when the Monday thing. I can see from people's part. It was quite a lot, but you feel that it robbed your team of crucial momentum leading into the second half, because 23 and 2010 are 2 different scores at the break.
Two different scores, definitely. We sat upstairs and we felt a dip in energy after that. We could feel that the heads dropped a little bit. So it was quite a rough halftime speech, talk from the coaches, because we could feel the lack of energy, and then there was the thing that we felt could kickstart the energy again. 2010 at halftime, different story. The last penalty kick before halftime, maybe the points there, then it's a totally different game.
Normal style of play is running on the ball. Our bigger issue was the rain today. There was quite a few landing errors.
I think it was clear to see from both sides there was quite a fair bit of handling errors. And I think that's back to his point, the frustration of then not getting the scrum dominance or get the reward points from scrum dominance. I think when you're 23 up ahead and we start forcing the game a little bit, I think Mornay managed the game well, just put us back into pressure the whole time. The moment we managed to play a little bit in their half, we managed to put them under pressure eventually. And I think we're probably 2 or 3 scores shy of what could have been a better second half.
Thanks, guys. Walter?
Coach, die Bulle het typiese wurg rugby gespeel en selfs die Sharks het waarskynlik gepraat daarvan dat hulle hou die leeu's in hulle eie gebied en hanteer op hulle foute. En dit was baie amper wat ons vandag gesien het. Wat gaan ons doen om dit om te keer vir volgende week wanneer julle weer teen dieselfde mense speel?
Walter, ons het geweet dis hulle taktiek, dis hulle wil speel. Ek dink dit sluit aan by die frustrasie van die eerste keer. Ons was nie goed gewees, game management gewys dan met hom terug sit op hulle of 'n go hê. So dis my belangrik dat ons, ek wil sê, wedstrydplan management of game, so die bestuur van waar dit is en waar die druk is. Ons besluitnemers gaan definitief met harde lesse vinnig leer en definitief beter wees.
Anything else to add? Okay, Mo?
Just to add on to question for you, just add on to this what you said about the particular the breakdown. How much more emphasis do you need to put on it? Because it became it looked at times that Arnold and Moss in particular had a lot of freedom, even though we would say sometimes some of Master's scores were borderline 50 goals.
For me, I wouldn't go to the ref with that. It was our focus the whole week, breakdown, because we know they're hard on the ball. We want to talk Arnu, Marcel, Ulrich, all of them are hard on the ball. And our focus the whole week was body height and getting early. And as I said, the intent wasn't there from the boys. We didn't execute what we planned during the week. Breakdown was one of them. Our body height was bad, our reaction was bad. We weren't good enough. The opportunities that we had in the Bulls half, we just gave away the ball again, and then we let them off.
Happy in the room?
Maybe just one. You blame them again to investigate how difficult or easy is it going to be to prepare during the week for that match?
Well, the positive is there's a lot of fixing to do, so we're going to work nice and hard this week. So I think there's reflection is one thing. Executing the plan is a different thing. So there's 2 areas which we'll really work hard on. Get back onto the horse. So the next opportunity against the same team is probably the best opportunity.
Happy guys? So guys, we're back online. Jan, were you done?
I just want to have one more quick question for Ivan. I know that you said you don't know how serious Willoughby is, but what exactly do you have an idea? Is it a leg or an arm, or what exactly did he injure?
Jan from upstairs, obviously we thought it was concussion in the way he lied down, but I think there is a knee there. So yeah, like I said, I haven't seen our doctor post game, so I can't give you that, but I think it's a leg, a knee.
Okay. Obviously, losing 2 such senior players in a team that's already struggling for confidence, that'll be a massive blow, because I mean, Burger has got to go through the protocols yearly, and Willem, he's just come back from a long day off, so it's going to be difficult to replace that sort of experience.
Yep, definitely. With Jaco, it's probably, and Rooyen, if we pick Yanni, that's our 4 or 5 senior guys with loads of experience. So if it is the case that we're losing 2 of them, obviously a blow. But as long as we fix, I almost want to say what Jaco's saying is, there's so much individual stuff that we can fix in reaction and body height that itself will make a big difference already. And obviously leadership, you can't just replace straight away with experience and decision making with that. So in terms of leadership, will be a big blow for us. But that's going to be interesting week lineup wise.
Thanks, Jan. Anyone else? Carl, Albert, Simon?
Thank you. I'll go. Thank you. Quick one for you, Cash. The Bulls played obviously they played a strategically well thought out game. Their field placing and whatever from attack and defence as well. And you've just said in Afrikaans that it is a question of that choices that were made, decisions that had to be made on the field. Is it a question? It can't be inexperience. Is it a question of like you alluded to, that there was a different concentration. There was perhaps a little bit of outfoxing from the Bulls. They came with a different strategy. I mean, I can list as long as my arm, but I would want to hear from you, please.
I think that the disappointing thing is they didn't really do something else that we didn't plan and discuss and train for. So I think that's part of the frustration is we knew how they would want to come and play here, and I think Jaco could vouch for it. We were pretty accurate there. It's just the ability for us in the moment to stick to the plan, to stick to what we want to do, and where's the pressure, to put the pressure back onto them instead of shoveling and just adding the pressure onto us.
Anything else, guys? Yes, Carl.
Coach, I find it very difficult that your players sit next to you and admit that they're not giving their best, not motivated enough and everything. And at the end of the day, the supporters and everything are looking for the mistakes at the coaching staff and everything. When are you going to reach a situation where you're going to drop those people that obviously is dropping you and the coaching staff?
Sorry, just to rephrase your last sentence. I didn't hear, sorry.
When are you going to get tired of, I don't know how to put it, before you start dropping these players that week after week doesn't show the commitment and everything? And I mean, especially on defense, you could have seen today again, guys, that their heart is just not in the game.
Well, obviously, if you take consistently across the last 7 games, it was by far our worst 40 minutes. I think it's, and Jaco did say it, so I can't back into it, saying that they're not 100% there or not committed. If you're half a second off the pace, or you 98% here mentally, that's the reflection we get. Saying that they're not willing and keen, or saying that they're not fully in it, I think would be inaccurate. To answer your last part of the question, I also think it will be foolish to just do the same thing and not make changes. So there will be some good reflection from the coach's side, from the player side, from us as a whole squad, and we just have to be better.
Thanks, guys. We need to wrap it up now. We have to release the coach and vice captain. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.